Hello everyone, I'm Miss B, the owner of Conjured Moon. Today I want to talk about Santa Marta la Dominadora, who she is, and her presence in my life. Her feast day is coming up July 29th, so I want to dedicate this video to her. So these are the most common images you may have seen of her. She is a Loa from the 21 divisions, and she is a Catholic saint. And there may be other versions of her as well. So what I have learned from her is that she has various caminos, meaning various spiritual paths in which she's chosen to exist. You might connect to one of these images more than the other, and that's perfectly fine. So now let's talk about the things that she can help with. She can pretty much dominate anything in your life. You can petition her for just about anything. She is good at bringing back lost lovers, and that's how I came to know her. So to share a little bit of my history with her, I was in a situation where I was in a relationship. It was towards the end of my spiritual awakening that I was very sick. I'm not going to get into that story right now because it's very long. But anyways, this guy broke up with me and I was completely heartbroken. Like, this was probably like the worst heartbreak of my life because this person helped me through a lot. Like, they gave me life, they gave me hope. I was so happy I was in love. And I couldn't understand why this person did this to me. So I started doing my spiritual work, me being who I am, and nothing was working. And around the time I started having dreams with her. So I started to research her and I was like, okay, maybe she's the one that's going to help me. And I started to petition her. I did my 9 Tuesdays of service to her. And so at some point in the middle, I was like, okay, well, nothing's happening. And I was so completely heartbroken that one night I just petitioned her and I told her, please, if you can't bring him back, take this pain away from me. And I just, continue with my life. I lost hope. And then a few weeks later, I met somebody new. And when I tell you that this person was literally an upgrade from the ex, like it was like copying and pasting him, but like a better version. Like when I met him, he was even wearing the same shoes as the ex, but the shoes were brand new. And this person came into my life, loved me, and it turned out that she brought him. And so at that time, I didn't really understand what was happening. And, I realized that as my mother, she had accepted me as her daughter, but she couldn't bring that person back to me because they were no good for me. And looking back at that situation, I realized that she saved me from being with that person, and instead she brought me somebody better. So the thing about working with her is that you have to petition her from your heart. You have to think of her as your mother. Just how you would go to your mom and just tell her what's going on in your life and ask her for help. That is the kind of energy that you want to have when you are working with her. And you have to accept that if she can't bring you what you're asking for, she will bring you something better. And so sometimes I've had people tell me like, no, if she can't bring him back, then I don't want anybody else. And automatically I know that she's not the right person, to work with them. She can also help in your current relationship at keeping your man committed and faithful to you. You can just ask her to dominate all his senses and keep him sweet and keep him, loving towards you. She does not like infidelity, especially when there are children involved. If there's a situation where you're struggling with your man being unfaithful, petition her and she will set him straight. She is very protective of children. She can also help in finances, but she's probably not going to make you rich. She's more understanding of day to day struggle and things that are bothering you, for example, like a late bill, debt collectors, that kind of stuff. So if you're really struggling in something like that, petition her to eliminate that situation for you and bring you relief. She is wonderful for enemy work and just people that are bothering you, causing chaos in your life, trying to harm you. And all you have to do is petition her to take care of, a bully or somebody who's just trying to hurt you. You don't have to tell her how to solve the situation. Don't direct her to cause harm to anyone. Just go to her like you would go to your mom and tell her, so and so is bothering me and trying to hurt me. Please take care of this situation in my life. and she will eliminate it. She will dominate your enemies. She sometimes acts on your behalf without you even asking her. She is very protective of her children. So many times she has come forward and just handled a situation for me when somebody has been trying to harm me. And once again, you can pretty much petition her for anything that you need help dominating. It can be a bad habit or just any situation. She is a wonderful mother and she wants to take care of her children. When you first start working with her, you don't need to go and get her statue or, just set up a whole altar for her. You can pretty much just petition her, give her her candle. Her offerings are black coffee. She loves her black coffee, no milk or sugar, and very strong. So you can just give her her candle and her coffee and start petitioning her. And then over time, as you build a relationship with her, you can offer to, set up an altar for her and purchase her statues and everything. She does like her altar on the floor and her offerings. That's her space. But there have been situations where I haven't been able to put her on the floor because of where I was living. And I put her on the table and she responded fine. As long as, everything's coming from your heart and there's good intentions, she will respond. So let's talk about her offerings. Again, black coffee. She loves black coffee. Eggs. I find that she loves her brown eggs. If all you have is white, she will accept it. Malta. She loves her Florida water. I'll cleanse her statues with Florida water, grape soda, and anything from the heart she will accept. But I find that those are, her main things. You never make promises that you can't keep. If you petition her to deliver something for you and you offer to buy her statue, you will buy her statue, because just how she give you something, she will take it away. She's very understanding. She will give you time, but don't make promises that you can't keep. Once you start working with her or you start just petitioning her, her symbolism is very active. Probably one of the most active energies that I've worked with. To the point that I open up social media, I open up my phone, and I see pictures of snakes. So now let's talk about that. It's not just snakes. You will see reptiles, for example, lizards. My client the other day saw frogs. So anything with reptiles, and it's not always that you're going to see them in person, because sometimes I know people get freaked out like, oh, I don't want to have to, see a snake. But it's pretty much just reptiles in general. And you'll just start seeing them everywhere. You'll turn on the TV and there they are. And it's just her letting you know that, hey, I am here. Her day of worship is Tuesday. Her colors are purple, green, and gold. And I think that pretty much covers everything. I hope that you learned something about her. I absolutely love her. She's been such a positive influence in my life, and I owe a lot to her, even in the way that I practice in my interaction with my clients. I Her energy is just wonderful. If you ever have any questions about her, don't hesitate to ask me. I'm always here to guide and teach. Thank you so much for joining me.